This video tutorial is brought to you by Bankurr, a website for coin collectors looking to buy or sell coins online. In today's video tutorial, we'll talk about 3 different techniques for cleaning your pennies. It should be mentioned before we jump into this video tutorial that just because a coin looks old, dirty or used, that doesn't necessarily mean it lacks value. In fact, most collectors appreciate the natural aged look of coins. This toning, or the patina on a coin, is one of the factors used for valuation. Collectors love this natural look. It gives the coin a sense of character, and therefore cleaning the coin robs it of this value. Toning is a very natural process that changes the look of the metal once the coin has been exposed to natural environmental elements. A discoloration of the coin will begin the moment after the coin has been minted. For pennies, this toning process usually sees the copper penny turn from a bright orange to a reddish brown to a deep chocolatey brown, all the way to becoming nearly black at the end of the toning process. In the US, prior to 1982, pennies contained about 95% copper and around 5% zinc and tin. In 1982, the US Mint changed the metal composition of the penny to 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. All pennies minted since use primarily a zinc core and a very thin copper jacket. The same is true for the Canadian penny. In 1997, the Canadian penny changed from a copper composition of 98% with 2% tin and zinc to a metal composition made up of mostly zinc. Essentially, in the 1980s, the cost of copper rose, forcing governments to change the coinage metal or risk having a coin with a metal composition worth more than its own face value. This value issue led governments, such as the US, to consider eliminating the penny altogether. Other countries, such as Canada, have already discontinued its use. Okay, so knowing that cleaning is probably against the best interest of the value of your discontinued or soon-to-be discontinued coin, if you still want to go this route, here are a few techniques that will help you get that fresh out of the mint look. Using vinegar. This process will have an immediate impact on the look of your coin. For this process, you will simply take a small quarter cup of vinegar and then place a tablespoon or 2 of salt in a non-metal bowl. You can dip the coin in the solution to see that it has an immediate impact on your coin. You can keep the coins in the bowl for about 10 seconds and then remove them and rinse them off with water. Next, dry the coins with a paper towel and you're all done. If you want a slightly different look, you can remove the coins from the solution without rinsing them off. Simply place the unrinsed coins on a paper towel and let them dry on their own. The pennies will take on a greenish-blue coloration. For the coins you've rinsed, you might want to bring back some of their sparkle by reintroducing the cleaned coin into a paste made up of baking soda and water. After rubbing the paste into the coin, you should be able to bring some of the shine back. The ketchup method works in a very similar way to the vinegar method, since ketchup is a highly acidic product. Simply take a little ketchup and brush the ketchup in with your fingers or an old toothbrush. Once you're done, rinse the coin and then apply a little water and baking soda to bring back the shine. The eraser method. The last method we'll talk about is the eraser method. This method involves taking an eraser and gently rubbing the eraser against the coin. While this is a slower process, it gives you a little bit more control when it comes to cleaning your coins. Well, that's it. Now you can show off your coins to your friends and family. For those of you who decided not to clean your coins because you wanted to preserve their value, you might want to consider heading over to Bankurr.com to sell your coins to our coin collecting community, who will appreciate the fact that you didn't dip them in ketchup. We have a lot of other video tutorials on our channel, so make sure you subscribe. The next tutorial we'll be adding will be teaching you how to artificially add patina to a coin. It should be interesting. But before we go today, we want to leave you with a couple of fun facts about some of the most expensive pennies ever sold. Did you know that a 1943 US copper cent was sold for $82,500, or that a rare Canadian 1936 dot-cent penny was sold at auction for $253,000. This is 25 million times its face value. It's time to go through your piggy banks, folks, and see what you have in there. For those of you not already on the platform, head over to Bankurr.com now to upload your coin collection for sale, or browse through the rare pennies we have listed on our site. Happy treasure hunting, everyone!